Yo, what's going on? It's your boy 62 Black checking in with Bake Gang Level 17. We'd like to welcome you back to another episode of Bake Talk. On today's episode of Bake Talk, we're going to dive into our Baker Never Lose tea. Really, that tea really speaks for itself just by the captions and how you put that together. Bakers never lose. What we mean by that, like in life, life is a journey, we embark on. Certain fields we got to get into, we have no knowledge of what that field is, but that's what we want to do. We did our little research, we looked up on it, we read up on it, and figured that's what we do. But when we walking into it, we don't know nothing about it. So that's why in the beginning, that's why you lose, you take the L's in the beginning, but from your L's you learn, you grow, you expand, you get more ingredients. So that's basically it. You just need your ingredients. When we start out first, we have no ingredients. We might have the talent, but we have no ingredients. And just like an athlete, he might got that talent, but he ain't got the ingredients together. So by him going through his L's and his trials and tribulations, his losses, he learned from that and he grow from that. They evolve from that. So that's why we say Baker never loses. You gonna take some L's, but we're not gonna lose. But in losing, you learn. You grow, you expand your mind. So with that being said, picture a baker. He or she are in the kitchen. They finna get ready to bake a cake. It's certain ingredients you must have to bake that cake, and a little bit of knowledge you must have. In the beginning, like I said, we have no knowledge. We got the ingredients, we got no knowledge. So that's what we start putting things together to form our cake. You might use 2 eggs, you get your little vanilla extract, stuff like that, and we put it together. And when we bite into it, like that's not what we was looking for. So from that losses, we're gonna step back. We're gonna look at the ingredients that we use. Okay, maybe I lose a little bit too much vanilla extract. Instead of using 2 eggs, we're gonna use 3 eggs. So just like that, you just gotta mix it up. And once you find out what it is, when you find out what you did wrong, you know exactly what you need to work at. So with that being said, the Baker Never Lose tea is a tea for anybody in whatever journey you embark on. Like I said, you could be an athlete, you could be a teacher, you could be a doctor, you could be a firefighter. Because when you lose, you actually learn more than winning. Don't get me wrong, winning is the end game, but once you win, you don't gain things. You might get a little trophy, you might get a little that. But in losing, that's when you open your eyes, look at your losses, like, dang, I knew I should have did this, but you second guess yourself. In a game of life, we always second guess ourselves. So let's really stop second guess ourselves and just get to it. We shot this video on South Beach on College Park. Has everybody been out there? South Beach, Miami Beach is a good vibe all around. It's good energy, good people. It's just like it brings everything together. With that being said, the Baker Never Lose tea comes in 4 colors. We got our basic black, red, and blue, and also we threw in the yellow with the Baker Never Lose tea. And making this video, matter of fact, let me give a shout out to Roman the Shooter. Once again, shout out to Roman the Shooter. Without Roman the Shooter, man, none of this would be possible, man. We give him our ingredients, we get in the kitchen, we start baking. That's how we came up with this Baker Never Lose video that we shot in South Beach. Now we're gonna get back to that. It's just like South Beach is a vibrant place. It got a lot of colors, the energy, the people, the vibes, and that. So when we got there, we started setting up. We were looking for a perfect location, and we came across Collins Park. At that time, they was doing a little bit of real veneration, and it actually played that part because they got a big rock pillar there. And the rock pillars, it was red, blue, and yellow. And I'm like, man, that's the same color we got on for the tea. So we kind of gravitated towards that and what they had in that area. And it came together. I really can't say more to it. You just got to tune in for yourself. So, man, we hope y'all enjoyed this video that we put together for the Baker Never Lose tea. Man, we'll be right back with this commercial break. 6-2 Black out. Yo, what's going on? It's your boy 62 Black checking in with Baker Gang 1117. We'd like to welcome you back to Bake Talk. I hope you enjoyed that video of our Baker Never Lose tee that we shot on South Beach. Man, big shout out to Roman the Shooter. We're going to dive into these colors of this tee and try to explain what it is and how the making of that. So once again, we talk about our Bakers Never Lose. With that being said, we're gonna dive into these colors. The first color up is black. Black is really like a statement. It's a statement color in fashion. You really can't go wrong with black. Black really goes with anything you got in your closet. So by having that Baker Never Lose with that black on there, black symbolizes power and authority in certain things. So like, you put that on, like, all right, cool, I'm coming through. Y'all know what it is. So like, move aside. And like I said, Bakers never lose. You can't go wrong with it. Next color up, we got blue. Blue in the color industry is symbolized confidence and loyalty. So with that being said, say you got a nice little job interview, you got to go into, you throw a nice blue shirt or a blue blouse. That blue symbolizes confidence. So when you go in there, you got your posture right, you projecting yourself, and you really can't go wrong with the blue. Once again, bakers never lose. We can't lose. We might not get it, but we're gonna learn from our losses and we're gonna keep moving forward. Next color we got a red. Red it's a how can I say it? It's a power color. It represents many things because red could stand for love or it could stand for hatred. It could be for anger and it could be for violence. So depending on what mood you in that day, you throwing that red on, you could describe how you want to do it because no one know where you're coming from. You got the red, or you might be angry that day, or you might have a little bit of love in your heart. So when you throwing that red tee, that Bakers Never Lose logo. Once again, you can't go wrong with it. And I believe black, red, and blue. You really can't go wrong with none of them colors. It's just what it is. Them colors there, it goes with everything. It goes with everything. Also, we had came out with this one in yellow. We did the yellow one because yellow. Our yellow is a bright, vibrant color. And sometimes you want to pop out, you want to be seen. You want to be seen, and when you put on that yellow tee, someone not can't see you, especially if you go out midday with the sun beaming like that. The sun hit off of that shirt with that Bacon Never Lose logo. You out there, man. Yellow represents happiness, good energy, good karma around you. So when you put that tee on, you feeling like you feeling like her, you feel like you the one, not the two. You feel like you the one. So we throw that on, and then people read the caption, Bacon Never Lose. And I'm like, what is that? What is that? Just tell them to get in the tool with the game. So with that being said, we'd like to thank you for tuning in to our episode of Bake Talk when we dive in our Bacon Never Lose tea, man. 62 Black out. Man, y'all stay tuned for more episodes.